Hello all you Pixel people, I am Pixel and welcome to another channel update. I know it's been a while since I released the last video and that is because I have had all sorts going on right now. Basically, I'm going to go over some of the reasons why there's not been very many videos and what I've been up to and why this is kind of a good thing even though it may be a bad thing right now, and I could have probably timed this a little bit better. I know that coming up to Christmas is the best time for YouTube when it comes to the amount of money that you make per view. And this is the time that I decided to actually start redoing my setup, which is kind of crazy. You may notice that I do sound a little bit different right now, and that is because I have gone and got myself a new microphone. I've got the Rode NT USB. I have come over from the Blue Yeti, and it's a very good mic, but so far I'm having quite a few issues in trying to get the sound to, you know, like sound right. I'm getting it a little bit muffled and stuff, so hopefully this turns out okay. But yeah, so what I am actually doing right now, and the reason why there's not been much going on, is I have decided to completely redecorate the office that I am in currently. And that means that we painted all the walls, we painted the ceiling, we've got some new furniture, we have a desk which was supposed to be set up this week. However, it arrived in a box, it looked fine, the box was not damaged or anything like that. So we left it in the box, painted the room, opened the box to find that the desk had somehow, I don't know how, but managed to have been snapped in two during the delivery process. So that is a massive ball ache, and with the Christmas deliveries we've made the complaint. They said that they're sending it out and it was supposed to have arrived a few days ago and it's still not here. And it's Sunday today, so I'm not surprised it's not here today. So fingers crossed that will come tomorrow, and then we get to start moving towards the big stuff. Because I have actually got some parts downstairs which are going to go into a new PC, and this is going to be a streaming PC. Not just for streaming. I am going to be able to use this new PC for recording my audio and recording like face cams and stuff like that, so I don't put extra pressure on the PC that I use to record the gameplay. And that means that I'm going to be able to start live streaming. Well, I'm going to say more often, but I will be able to be live streaming with no performance hit, so it'll be less stressful for me, it'll be better quality for everybody out there, because so far I've been doing it with the NVIDIA Shadowplay encoder, the NVIDIA NVEC, and I'll be honest, the quality is not all that great when you do it like that. So I want to get it onto the H.264, which is what your CPU encodes to directly. So when that is done, I should be able to start streaming some more, or actually start streaming. I will more than likely be streaming a fair amount of Overwatch, maybe a little bit of Dirty Bomb, and I want to try and get some shows figured out where I will be literally doing a show a couple of days a week. So I was thinking something like a Fan Friday, something that you may see other YouTubers do, but other bits and bats as well. Like I would love to do Half-Life streams where like one day a week at a certain time we stream a mod in Half-Life, and I'll actually just play through the whole mod. You guys get to come and watch. I will put the VODs up on YouTube, maybe on the PixelTwitch 2 channel, which a lot of you guys don't know about, so I will leave a link in the description to that channel, because I do have a second channel which I don't use right now, and the reason why I don't use it is because nobody subscribed to it. So if we get some more subscribers over there, I will be able to just throw out some content which normally I wouldn't throw out because I don't want to put it onto the main channel. But it is definitely decent content, it's just not got the production quality values that I like to put in. So stuff like Let's Plays on a live stream, or live stream VODs and stuff like that. So that's something that's going to be happening without a doubt. And then the big news is, straight after that, hopefully not long after Christmas, I will be investing in a new computer, like a completely new gaming computer. And you know what? My system right now is fairly beast, but the stuff that I'm looking at is crazy. It's going to have a i7-5960X, which is the 8-core i7. Hopefully going to get it fully water-cooled and overclock it to around the 4.5 to 4.7 mark, depending on what CPU I get, obviously. Certain CPUs benchmark and actually overclock better than others, so that'll be kind of cool. 32 gigabytes of RAM, terabytes of SSD storage, and two 980 Ti's in SLI. So hopefully I will be able to play all the latest and greatest games, beautiful 1080p 60 FPS without any real performance hit. And it will also increase my encoding time, which means I've got less time sat around at the computer not being able to do any work because it's encoding. So all that kind of stuff sounds really good, and I'm really excited for it. It's just taking a little bit longer. When I actually did the last video on Overwatch, which was nearly 3 weeks ago now, maybe a little bit longer, I was expecting to have everything done, but I don't know if any of you guys have actually gone out and decorated before, but everything just seems to take a lot longer than what you would expect it to. So I was thinking we'll get the decorating done in a day. Took 5. Like, it's a single room. I thought a day will be easy. Nope, took 5. And then the desk situation slowed us down a little bit. Some of the parts for the computer, the streaming computer that I am wanting to build, are still out of stock at the place where I buy all my parts from, which is scan.co.uk. So I'm waiting for those to come back in stock because I've really got my mindset on a build that I want to do. I've got the processor, the motherboard, the capture card already. I think I've got the memory and the power supply. So all I really need right now is a case, a few fans, and what else? I better remember this, because if not, I'm going to have another part missing when I get the computer. A case. Oh, yeah, a CPU cooler. So I'm not going to overclock the streaming PC because it doesn't need to be overclocked, but I definitely want a decent cooler in there because my room's only very small, so I don't want it to be pumping out a ton of heat. Like, when stuff starts getting hot, the air that it pulls in gets hot, the room gets hotter, so it just gets hotter and hotter. It's like a bad cycle, so you really need to control them temperatures if you want to keep your room cool. So fingers crossed I'll get a decent CPU cooler as well. And then that will be done. I've already got the extra monitor, keyboard and mice and everything like that. So when the desk arrives, I can build the second computer and actually start streaming through that. And that should be just amazing, guys. I'm really excited just to be able to do some facecam stuff. I mean, I can do it currently, but it's such a ball ache and such a hassle to make it work. That I'm really excited to get this new computer. On top of that, there is going to be a new mic. This mic that I'm using now, as cool as it is more than likely just going to be for TeamSpeak. As silly as that sounds, it's like quite an expensive mic, but I've actually ordered the Rode NT1, which is a mic which requires an XLR cable, and then we'll plug into an audio interface, which I will then connect all the audio from both PCs together. And that way I should have a mic for recording. I will more than likely use the mic that I'm using now for the live streams to make it a little bit easier. But my recording stuff will hopefully be a Rode NT1, which will be really nice. Apparently it sounds amazing. And with it going into a mixer as well, I can do stuff like equalize the voice and do compression and stuff like that on the fly. So that'll be really cool. So I may actually end up using that for the live streaming, because then I don't have to worry about getting all the nice audio directly through. So this mic that I'm using now may just end up being a TeamSpeak mic, and that sounds a little bit crazy, I know. So all in all, guys, there's an awful lot coming. I think I've already explained this in the past, that my plan is this year to be the year where I actually start making moves. Obviously, I've said it in quite a few, but if any of you guys are watching that don't know, everything was going really well for me on YouTube. I was doing, like, I was really happy with the progress that we was making. And then my brother passed away, and then my mum got ill, and then we had to leave the house that was currently at because the owners wanted it back because they was moving in their family. So we had to move house, and then when we moved house, there was builders building across the road for about 6 months non-stop. Every single day it sounded like a construction yard outside all day. And because of where this room is situated in the house, it's next door to the bedroom where my missus will be sleeping, so I couldn't record at night. And it's been a massive ball ache, and I finally got into a position now where I'm kind of happy where everything's going, and I think that this is going to be the time to make it work. I will turn 30 in September of 2016, and I would like to think that I am self-sufficient to the point where I can live comfortably with the earnings that my missus earns and the earnings that I will get from YouTube and Twitch through the advertisements. Fingers crossed, if that works out, then I can really commit to doing this full time for a long time, where if I don't reach that in September, then unfortunately I think it's only the responsible thing to do, and do what everybody out there tells you to go and do anyway, and that's go out there and get a real job, which is kind of not what I want to do. I'm happy with what we are able to achieve now, and I really just hope that I am granted the ability to to continue doing this, because it's something that I'm very lucky to be able to do. I do appreciate everybody that follows the channel, watches the videos and all that kind of jazz, because it allows me to keep on doing this. And I think that is the dream, right? That is the dream. Everybody wants to be able to do this, and fingers crossed, with a little bit of luck and a lot of hard work, then I may be able to make that happen, and you guys hopefully will be coming along with the ride. Or coming along for the ride, not with the ride, because, yeah, that makes no sense. Now, I don't know what the gameplay in the background is. It is more than likely going to be either Overwatch or Dirty Bomb, but don't worry, there's going to be more games coming on the channel. I will hopefully have a couple of videos out now before Christmas. This is going to be using the current setup that I've got now. I don't know how good that's going to be. And when I've been saying that I'm going to be refreshing everything, I mean everything, guys. So keep an eye out. The intros are going to change. The artwork's going to change. The pixel monsters stay in. It's like, it's part of the DNA of the channel now. So that pixel logo will be staying, but the intros and I'm going to start using outros. It's just basically the time that I want to really up my game when it comes to this YouTube stuff. And I hope that you guys stick around with us. I am so sorry it's taken me all this amount of time. I appreciate everybody that's going to like this video. If you want to share it to your friends, then that will be very much appreciated as well. I am Pixel. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas if you don't watch any of my videos between now and Christmas, and a Happy New Year, even if it's going to be that long, because I know that some people just watch the odd video, which is fine. So yeah, thank you very much, guys, and I hope that you do stick with me, and I will catch you again very soon. I am Pixel, you guys are awesome, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.